parameter. In this lecture, we are going to discuss about the ideal operational amplifier characteristics and various important operational amplifier parameters like slew rate, CMRR, bandwidth, etc. So let's start the topic operational amplifier parameters. The contents are characteristics of ideal operational amplifier parameters, input offset voltage, input offset current, input bias current, CMRR, slew rate, gain bandwidth, product. So these are the some important parameter of operational amplifier. So student, the modern operational amplifier is the most versatile of all linear ICs. Wherever an operational amplifier IC is used for designing of an application, the basic information about that IC is must like maximum or minimum rating, pin diagram, equivalent circuit, supply voltages, characteristics, parameters like slew rate, CMRR, etc., performance limitation, etc. So these all the information are provided by the manufacturer in the form of data sheet. So this is the data sheet provided by the manufacturer, that is TI.com, and this is the IC, that is TSV914. Here this is the number of, these are the number of channels. Total supply voltages are plus minus 5 volt. Gain bandwidth, this is the total supply voltage. This is rail to rail slew rate type, that is 6.5 volt. These are the offset voltage ranges, and these are the features, rating, operating temperature range, package type, etc. So these all the information provided by the manufacturer. Here these are the characteristics of an ideal op-amp. So the first one characteristic is infinite differential mode voltage gain. That should be, this is the A is the voltage gain. If we are using the open loop op-amp configuration, then we can indicate this A, that is open loop voltage gain, and if we want to apply the feedback path, then it can be represented by AF, that is feedback voltage gain. So this is the this A should be infinite. Then the second one is zero common mode voltage gain. Here this CM is represented by common mode and A is the voltage gain. So this is ACM, it should be 0. Infinite input resistance, that is Ri equal to infinite, so that loading of preceding stages can be prevented. Input impedance is considered for both between the two input terminals and from each terminal to ground. The next one is the output resistance, that is the output resistance, it should be equal to 0, so that it can drive a number of other devices. And next one is the output voltage will also be 0. So here the next one characteristic of ideal operational amplifier is infinite bandwidth. So the bandwidth of the op-amp should be infinite, so that signal of any frequency from 0 to infinite hertz can be amplified without attenuation. The next one is characteristics is infinite common mode rejection ratio. So here this is the common mode rejection ratio. Basically it is the characteristic of differential amplifier to reject the unwanted common mode signals. So here it should be infinite, so that amplifier can be made free from undesired common mode signals like pickups, thermal noise, etc. The next one is slew rate. This is the again important parameter of operational amplifier. This slew rate should be infinite, so that changes in output voltage can occur immediately as input voltage changes. So here the next one term is zero parameter drift with temperature, and the last one is the characteristic is zero equivalent input noise. Now the next one topic is op-amp parameter. So here there are many parameters in case of operational amplifier, but some important parameters like input offset voltage, input offset current, input bias current, slew rate, CMRR, gain bandwidth, these are the important parameters. So this first one parameter is the input offset voltage. So this voltage must be applied between two input terminals of an operational amplifier to obtain null output. Null output means here the output will be zero. So zero output voltage. It ranges from 0.5 volt to 0.5 to 5 millivolt. Ideally it should be 0. This offset voltage may be positive or negative. So it is temperature sensitive. So this is the diagram of input offset voltage. The next one is input offset current. So here we will apply the current in inverting mode or non-inverting mode. So the algebraic difference between the current into the inverting and non-inverting terminal is referred to as input offset current. That is indicated by I naught. This I is the input, O is the offset, and I is the current. So this is called input offset current. It lies in the range of 1 to several hundred nanoamperes. It causes an output of an op-amp in the absence of input. So how to calculate this input offset current? With the help of this formula, that is equal to IB1 minus IB2. The next one term is input bias current. Input bias current, that is the average of the bias current flowing into the inverting and non-inverting terminal of operational amplifier with zero output voltage ranging from 1 nanoampere to 1 microampere. So here how to calculate this input bias current? This IB is equal to IB1 plus IB2 upon 2. So here we will apply both the input current, that is IB1 and IB2 on both the terminals, that is inverting or non-inverting mode. These are the supply voltages, that is plus VCC and minus VE. This is the load resistance and then grounded, and this is the output voltage. So here the next one term is CMRR. So what is CMRR? Basically it is called common mode rejection ratio. Common mode rejection ratio, basically it is the characteristics of differential amplifier. So here this CMRR is the ratio of differential gain, that is represented by AD, to the common mode gain, that is ACM. CM is the common mode and A is the voltage gain. So the CMRR will be equal to AD upon ACM. So basically it is the characteristic of a differential amplifier showing its ability to reject or suppress unwanted common mode signals. Thus common mode rejection is a feature of the circuit by which any changes that affect both the input leads of the circuit equally cause no change in the output. So in practice, common mode signals are caused by power line pickup, such as on-off switching, etc. So how to determine the CMRR? That is with the help of this formula, AD is equal to V naught upon V. So this is the differential voltage gain, and that is equal to output voltage upon input voltage. So to find ACM, this is common mode voltage gain, on applying a known voltage, that is VCM, this is VCM, this is common mode voltage, to both the input terminal of amplifier, resultant output voltage that is common voltage, can be measured. So how to measure this AGM? That is equal to common voltage upon common mode voltage. The next one parameter is the slew rate. Slew rate, this is indicated by SR, and it is defined as the maximum rate of change of output voltage per unit of time, and it is expressed by volts per microsecond. So here this slew rate is equal to dV0 by dt maximum, means that is the output voltage changes per unit of time. So here the slew rate indicates that how rapidly the output of an op-amp can change in response to change in the input frequency. The slew rate changes with change in voltage gain and is normally specified at unity gain. The slew rate of an op-amp is fixed. Therefore, if the slope requirement of the op-amp signal are greater than the slew rate, then the distortion occur. So in case of 741 IC, there is the slew rate is fixed, that is equal to 0.5 volt per microsecond. But in case of some high speed ICs, the slew rate will be increased, like for example 8844 IC, their slew rate is very high. So we can increases the slew rate with the help of some high speed ICs, or we can design many circuits for high frequency ranges. So here the slew rate is an important parameter which limit the bandwidth for large signals. The general purpose op amp such as the 741 have a maximum slew rate of 0.5 volt per microsecond, which means that the output voltage can change at a maximum of 0.5 volt in 1 microsecond. So these are the some important parameters. The last one parameter is the gain bandwidth product. It is an electric parameter of an operational amplifier. This shows that the gain and operating bandwidth of an operational amplifier are inversely proportional. It is defined as the bandwidth of the operational amplifier when voltage gain is unity. The typical value of the gain bandwidth product for the operational amplifier in case of 741 IC is 1 megahertz. This is also named as unity gain bandwidth. So these are the some important parameters of the operational amplifier. Thank you for watching.